Hey, Dragon Slayers. It's been about 2.5 hours since my last meal. My blood sugar is 122. So I had a bunless burger and about half a cup of blueberries, as well as about maybe half a pound of ground boar and ground beef mixed. It was pretty good. So, today's video is part two of my newest diet. I wanted to continue my story on how I stumbled upon the newest diet I plan to try next week. In looking at my YouTube statistics, I noticed that 80% of my viewers are not subscribed. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Don't forget to like these videos as well if they're helping you. Um, and 40% of my viewers come from recommended videos attached to a guy named Ted Naiman. I had never heard of this guy, so I Google searched him. Um, I decided to look him up, and Dr. Ted Naiman has a lot of interesting ideas and concepts, some of which I've heard from Dr. Benjamin Bkiman in the past, like personal fat threshold, which I will do a specific video on in the near future. Dr. Naiman's concepts are not necessarily new to me, but they do combine a lot of what I've already known in a way that I've never quite thought of it before. I find the logic and the reasoning so compelling that I plan to shift my entire way of eating and exercising for a while, probably the next 30 to 90 days. Usually I try to do something for at least 120 days to give it, an assessment and a full review. To see if I can break through some of my fat loss plateaus without having to do extended fasting. Now I've noticed Now you might notice that I said fat loss plateaus and not weight loss plateaus. I realized after posting my part 1 video on the topic yesterday, I mentioned weight loss several times, and I just wanted to take a moment to clarify. Your weight, for the most part, doesn't matter. I've covered this in detail in a previous video, which I have also linked down in the description below, along with another link showing people who have lost very little weight and in some cases even gained weight, but they look radically different. The goal of health should always be to pack on as much lean muscle mass as possible and lose as much fat as possible. I would also encourage anyone to throw their scale away entirely, or at least understand what the numbers really mean. So, according to BMI, all bodybuilders are morbidly obese. There is so much more to health than just the number on a scale. My new diet, that's been inspired by Dr. Ted Naiman, is going to focus on prioritizing protein, which is something Dr. Benjamin Bkiman talks about, and minimizing energy consumption while maximizing my own energy output. So this is very similar to carnivore diet with a few key differences, of which I will also explain in a future video in more detail. I will spend the next series of videos explaining to you guys in explicit detail what I have learned from Dr. Naiman, how it explains exactly why I plateaued in fat loss on keto and on carnivore, and what I'm expected to get out of this newfound knowledge. I will also be breaking down his book for you piece by piece. And we'll do the same with other books from some of my other favorite sources, like Dr. Benjamin Bkiman's Why Do We Get Sick? I will make an inspirational video on Dr. Naiman to delve deeper into the man, the myth, and the legend. In case you don't know who he is, like me, I had never heard of him. So yeah, I'm really excited with this recent discovery, and I love experimenting to optimize my health. So please subscribe. It really helps me out, guys. Like these videos also helps me out to keep this channel going and keep producing this daily content for you. Um, yeah, that's what I've got for you guys today. So remember that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.